Guys, huddle up! I cannot fight beside you any longer, Rodent. Your battle skills are sloppy and erratic.
My skills? You've got all the subtlety of a brain-dead battering ram!
Say the word, Peter Quill, and I shall single-handedly tear these fiends apart.
Whoa, 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 guys! These insults you keep tossing around, are we a team, or should we just throw each other's lives away? Because the only thing that matters here is that we knock them out together. Who's with me?
Woldrath's field must wait!
Feel him? There's too many of them! Let's take the elevator!
These deluded souls do not know when to... Another promise destroyed!
Get in here! Well, stop wasting time!
Come on! Everybody get in here!
The Milano should get here any tick now.
Should?
Yeah, well, it's the best I can do. And our window to meet her is getting smaller.
You know they're gonna open fire as soon as they detect her.
Yep, I've got her running silent. Who knows what kind of sensors Raker has on this thing?
Yeah! I love playing South Cellar! Look out, another fanatic!
Who's off that weirdos in this urban?
We can't keep outrunning the whole army! We've gotta cut them off, we're gonna die here!
I got an idea. Maybe I can overload these batteries. Make this part of the ship go boom.
How big of a boom are we talking about?
Can't wait to find out. Keep them busy while I rig this place. Here come the creeps. I need time, Quill. Keeping the Flark off my tail.
Hurry out! A lot of room to cover here!
Just draw their fire away from me.
Meet your maker!
I hear way too much noise.
And this much noise! I relish the idea of conquering the dastardly device!
Rocket! I hope you have a surprise for them!
Canaria loves surprises! Why do I feel no order in this fight?
You got it. Ouch! That's gotta hurt.
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
This battle must end!
Focus on running interference! I am really missing Gamora right now!
I'm telling you, he just ain't a team player.
Says the guy who just rejoined the team after ditching us.
Incoming attack! The target!
Hold him down, Groot! Rocket! Should we be shooting this close to these things?
Good question. In theory, we probably won't blow up.
scrambled more than his brain with that one!
Look out!
Rocket, how's it going?
Don't distract me when I'm paw deep in explosives! Why couldn't they have used one of the 242 programming languages I know?
You got this! I know you do! Feels like I've been shooting that big butt for hours!
Just carry the
You
7
beat that
and
guy.
Clark! Work with me here!
Pressing me out, man!
Destroy!
Get him, Groot!
Gladly!
There goes the arm!
I relish
Send it
the
my
idea
way,
of
Drax.
conquering the dastardly device!
Okay, this one's set. Keep the loonies busy while I rig the next one.
I don't know if we can keep this up!
You have to!
Why do I feel no honor in this fight?
Because you're hungover or something.
Don't want to rush you,
Now
but...
stop rushing me! Clark! Well, I swear to Scott, if you let them shoot me in the ass,
Don't worry, we've got you covered, man!
it sure don't feel like it!
This battle must end!
Keep on keeping them busy, Drax!
Come on, let me in! Stupid quantum lock triple fault Scotware!
Rocket, no pressure, but figure it out! Don't let him shoot Rocket!
Perhaps they will not even notice his tiny body!
This is better than I thought!
That's what I like to hear! No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Then put him in a body bag! Problem? Solution! Sounds like a lot of flirting gunfire!
Don't worry about it! Most of it's mine!
Probably's fixing up his crew!
Well, that's not fair! Making short work of these cultist creeps! Rocket! I hope you have a surprise for them!
Oh yeah! Baker won't forget this one! Get on the floater! He's fixing up the others!
I am trying to destroy!
The blockhead's amping up his buddies! I'll just walk right into that one!
Just carry the 7th and Flark! Work with me here!
Stressing me out, man! Roped another cultist!
These deluded cells do not know when to quit!
All right! Let's keep him off Rocket!
Smart plan! I approve!
This battle must end!
Trying to end it! Okay, they're set to blow! We need to get the Flark out of here!
How much time do we have?
I might have overdone it. Run!
No! Rocket, where's her?
No!
Where does this go?
Out!
Out where?
Outside!
Stay together, people! Don't fall off the edge! Don't fall off the edge! Oh, quick, 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 quick!
We must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into.
Blah, blah, flarkin' blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Woo!
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise him. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. Harsh? Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
Hey, Rocket, you got a minute? I bought something in Nowhere to remove that Nova Corps lock. The guy said it was a lock disabler. It's not?
Piece of junk disabler is what it is.
Oh.
How do I have to say this again? No shopping for tech without Rocket!
Fine.
I hope you ain't just browsing. Hey, Starscut. I hope you appreciate me more after all that.
Watch it!
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. Well, I am the warrior. And heart to heart, you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just... try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
According to this, the... Oh! Hey! Rocket, Groot! Sup?
What are you doing snooping through Groot's scut, Quill? Well, maybe you should mind.
Whoa, guys! Groot, I didn't mean to invade your space. Seriously, I would never do that. I was just curious about this report thingy I found.
Yeah, the report thingy that just so happens to bring up a lot of painful memories for Groot. Real smooth, Quill.
I am Groot.
It's not fine. The Collector kept you in a frickin' cage like some kind of animal. As if it weren't bad enough you lost your entire planet.
I am Groot.
Fine. Groot says he'll answer your stupid questions.
How'd you end up with the Collector in the first place?
How do you think? He stole Groot.
I am Groot.
Fine, you tell it.
I am Groot.
He says the Collector found him at the start of the war, in the wreckage of his planet.
Holy crap.
But just a piece, a splinter. The rest got destroyed like everyone else.
Just a splinter? Does this mean you can't die?
I am.
He can still die, but he ain't gonna, 'cause I ain't gonna let him. I'll replant you 1,000,000 times if I gotta.
So, how'd the Collector find you?
I am Groot.
A drone found him, dormant in space. Guess old Tiven scours the galaxy for new specimens.
I am Groot.
Slavery ain't the same as saving.
I am Groot.
He insists the Collector saved him by planting him, and also keeping him in a das cage until I stole him, hence the stupid Flarkin report.
Is it still active, the report? Will the Collector come collecting?
You see any gold domes around lately?
Fair enough. What happened to your homeworld?
I am Groot.
You never told me that.
I am Groot.
What did he say?
He says the Shatari blew it up with an experimental doomsday device.
Holy crap. That's awful.
I am.
Ain't the worst part, Quill. Groot says after Planet X was blown up, the other branch worlds mobilized. But they weren't no match for the Shatari and also got destroyed.
I am.
Far as he knows, he's the last of his kind.
Oh, Groot. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'd do if Earth was destroyed, if I was the last human.
I am Groot.
He says it's not so bad. He's got us.
I know we don't talk a lot, Groot, for, you know, obvious reasons. But I can't imagine this team without you. I can't change the past, but I can't commit to making the future better.
I am.
He says he knows, and he's grateful.
Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one. I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in nowhere?
I saw you looking at those emergency door control stupid llama thing. You better not try eating them. I hope that was llama speak for I will not chew up your ship. And that better have been an acknowledgement.
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel. But that's as close as I'm getting to this Flarkin cult ever again. Hope somebody makes the right call.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, Flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
I am Groot.
Quill and I don't need to make up.
I am Groot.
Maybe when Quill makes the right call and flies us far, far away from the church, I'll...
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? You got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the lavatory. A few ticks.
Wait. Was that my toothbrush?
What's wrong? We have to go back.
Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Shatari supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Shatari's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Shatari launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano, and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah. You're probably right. Hey, Bluebird, you copy? Gamora, I was just...
Who are you talking to? Who's Bluebird? What's a Bluebird?
It, was Yondu's call sign. He was Bluebird and I was the kid.
Let me get this straight. Yondu Udanta, leader of the Ravagers space virus, scourge of the Sirius system and all-around scoundrel, used Bluebird as his call sign?
Even had it embroidered on the back of his jacket.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Pretty much from the day we met.
How did you two meet? Terrans and Centaurians aren't exactly neighbors.
We met on Chitauri Prime, about 3 years into my sentence.
Wait, Yondu was a prisoner of war? I thought the Ravagers were neutral.
They were, and they also weren't. The Ravagers had a simple code. Steal from everyone. Yondu said it made them neutral.
But they weren't. I specifically remember several Chitauri transports being hit when I was still... you know.
They hit just as many resistance ships, until a Chitauri cruiser uncloaked in front of them during a raid and...
Yondu ended up on Chitauri Prime, with you.
After we broke out, he could have left me on some space station or dropped me off at the nearest Nova Corps base. But he didn't. Instead, he invited me to join the Ravagers.
You were with them a long time. Must have enjoyed it.
I did. Being a Ravager was the first time I felt like I really belonged, if that makes any sense.
I felt the same way when I joined Richard Rider and the Resistance. Like I was finally in control of who I wanted to be.
Yes, exactly. Those first few years, it was like I had joined this really big, really dysfunctional family, which, now that I'm hearing it, would make Yondu my...
Space Dad?
Could have been worse. Yondu and I were cellmates. First thing he said when they put him in my cell was, "Boy, don't be going and getting attached, because I'm just here for the food." And the food was pretty terrible, so...
Yeah, that sounds like Yondu.
I had cellmates before, and none of them lasted long. The Shatari have these gladiatorial games, and...
You got used to people dying.
Not sure about that, but I didn't expect anyone to last long. I also didn't have my translation implant back then, so I might as well have been alone. But Yondu, he actually spoke English. Said he'd offered to translate in exchange for extra rations.
So even in the snake-infested hellhole, ever the schemer.
It's something we had in common. I'd been scheming for a way to escape since the day they took me. I just needed someone like Yondu to make it seem possible.
How did you escape?
Let's just say it was equal parts simple, complicated, and kind of embarrassing. But it ended with the two of us delivering a transport full of stolen supplies straight into the hands of the Resistance.
For a bucket-load of units, too, I bet.
Anyway, once we did, there was no going back. I was a Ravager. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
Can't wait to get out of here.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Good to know you're all right. That's what I like to hear. Take care, bud.
I am Groot.
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
What? Are you okay?
He's fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably.
hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
We're taking fire!
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just make sure you're shooting while you do it. These guys have really bad timing.
Perfect timing where I stand.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem.
I am Groot.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
That's the fun. Nothing on that garbage scow worth salvaging.
Groot, find us a channel with less butthole content.
The Flarkers are forcing it open somehow.
Feel free to panic. Your dying cries will be recorded as proof of your demise.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem. These guys have really bad timing.
Perfect timing from where I stand.
We're taking fire!
Try not to get shot, Quill.
Flying, this sucks!
Pathetic.
I am Groot.
Got a piece of that guy!
Direct hit.
Now this is a proper dogfight!
Guys, I think they sent the non-lethal Legion.
It's time to back off, Cap.
I never back off. Finish them.
Just getting started.
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just make sure you're shooting while you do it.
I am Groot.
There's... Fight back!
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
Only one lethal lame brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you. These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem. These guys have really bad timing.
Perfect timing where I stand.
That's a hit.
I am Groot.
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will crush you.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable.
Will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
Lady Skull Shoot us the worst fucking timing!
Feel that, buddy?
Nope, not a thing.
Milano definitely felt it.
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it.
Yeah, I don't think the scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege. That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
Really pissing me off.
Just kill them already!
There's an art to this.
Ha! Quill just tried to kill Splane to the deadliest woman in the galaxy! He's doing us up, Quill. We really gotta take better care of the Milano. That was a bad hit.
Moron. Protect our ports.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
Taking heat. Wonder how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
That hurt.
I am Clary, warrior of...
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it.